Assalamu alaikum. The students are going to be start second topic of P2 AS syllabus. So इसमें हम लोग कुछ क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं. इसमें हम देखेंगे क्वेश्चन हमारे पास क्या है. He's saying that refer to the insert for the list of the pseudocode functional operator. A program uses many complex algorithms. One algorithm is repeated in several places and saying that all these things. So the result of calculation is used by the code that follows, and it is decided to modify the program and implement the algorithm as a separate module. Okay, it's saying that a state 2 benefits of modification of existing program. Whenever you have you are having existing program, so you can say that you can the code can be called when needed. Now means in a sub program and such like that. So the code can be. This is the question of 2024. This is a question of 2024 and 25 and 24. Some question of October movie we have done. So a state benefit of modification and the existing program. So we can see that the code can be called when needed. When needed. Okay, and next we can say that there is no any means chances of duplication. So no chances of duplication or less code. You can say that as well. No code duplication. Okay, so for 2 marks, two things that we need to be tell them. Next is asking about describe how the modification would be implemented. Modification, how be implemented. So first of all, we have to be create a function procedure. Basically, the name of function and procedure is called module. So we can say that we have to be create first of all a module. Module means you can say that this is the function or a procedure and all that. First of all, we have to make it the function, and then we need to be just replace the old code, or we can say that algorithm, whatever that we are using, it appears a call to the module. Okay, means you need to be call the code or whatever. So we will replace the old code. Replace the old code, and then after that you can put the parameter as well. Okay, or you can use a global variable, whatever. You can use global variable, or you can say that you can pass the parameter, whatever, one thing that you can take in both of them. And after that, you can return the result as well. Return result. Okay, so that was a question. And Taimur, any confusion? There was an important question in which we will see that the 4 of the expressions used in the program are represented by pseudocode in a table. So complete each pseudocode expression with a function or operator so that it evaluates to the value. Any function and operator used must be benefit in the insert. Okay, so he's asking about what will become over there that use random 2 3 means basically in a random you want to just take and you want to take just and. So means is asking about it start from second character. It's going to be start from the second character, and how many characters do you want to pick? These are 3, so number of characters, so numbers of characters. So this is clearly this is a function of substring. Clearly this is a function of a substring, so in which that you can pick the random number. Okay, or mid as well, you can take one of them. So this is mid function that used means is you want to say that you're having the random. So random means how many there are total number 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. He's asking about that you have to be just pick from 2 means second, and how many characters there are 3 characters, so it will just pick this one. This is called and this is called and. Okay, next he's saying that 5 plus dash 10 11 2023. So this is about date. This is about date. So what will be becomes 15? So we can say that whenever we are having final result is, let's suppose, 15. So we can say that a function in which the function return 10. So because 5 plus 10, it is become 15. So from the date 10 11 20 23 that is asking about, value 10 is the day. 10 is the day. So basically the 10 is a day. So we'll say that the function that we need to be over there, this is a day. So this is a day. All clear? Taimur, Zariab, all clear, bache? Okay, beta. Next thing is asking about 4,000, sorry, 45,000. It's become true. So what does mean by it's become true? So in which we can say that it's basically 4,500, basically a string. Is look like a string. So 45,000 contain only digits, So the function must check whether the value is numeric. So the correct function is, let's suppose you can use for numeric that you are using. So is number x. Let's suppose you can say that is okay. So now next is the last one option in which that is basically this is a string, na? So you must know about that, whatever we are talking about. So it will check that this is a number or not. So is number the function that we will use over here. Now it's asking about 20 and then 3 plus 1. So what does mean by so we can say that this is asking about if we are having, let's suppose, 20 and 3 plus 1. The answer is giving 3, means must be come over here 2. Must be come over here 2. The answer should be 2. How it becomes 2? So we can say that 20 mod, let's suppose 3. So what does happen over here? What does happen over here? 20 and 3. So 3 6 the 18. So what will be remaining? This one. This is the mod. This is a due to the mod. And why for this? What is called 6? This will call div. So 2 is mod 2 and plus 1. It will become 3. 2 plus 1. It become b 3. So you will write down over here 20 mod 3 plus 1. Yes, bacha. Any confusion regarding that? It's clear? All crystal clear? Any confusion? Tamur, Riyab? Okay, Tamur. So what else, Riyab? Okay, boy. Next question that is asking about the program is designed, coded, and compiled without errors. The compiled code is sent for the testing. So the program will be testing using, he's asking about one of, let's suppose, which one type of, let's suppose, testing is this. Na? So let's suppose we will see that. So he's asking about additional information will be needed before this method can be used. Identify this additional information and explain why it is needed. So we can say that you need additional information as well whenever you are going to be design, coded, compiled without error. So it should be test. It should be test means whatever your code specification is, you can say that you must test how the things are working. So you will test the plan regarding let's suppose data and expected output. The plan regarding data and expected output. You must know about that, how you are working. Okay. So what is explanation? Explanation will be, you can say that you must know about the structure algorithm of the program, whatever the necessary things you must be know about that. So the all paths going through the program can be tested by one. So we can say that the algorithm, ठीक है जी, हमें पता होना चाहिए ना जिस एल्गोरिथम की हम बात कर रहे हैं, जिस प्रोग्राम की हम बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, उसको रन करके हमने कैसे देखना है, ठीक है. The algorithm of the program, or you can say that the design of the program, okay, the structure of the program, okay. So need to be known. need to be known. Need to be known. So the all paths through the program can be tested. For 3 marks, it will be enough. Next is saying that the testing is completed and program is made available to use some time later. Changings are made. So कुछ देर के बाद अगर changing चाहिए होंगी तो program to improve the speed of response. State the type of maintenance. किस type की maintenance होगी that has applied to the program. So basically this is perfective. Actually, in theory, we have one complete lecture in which we describe all type of theory that we are having the expected questions like that. Okay, so this question now we are moving towards next. Now it's saying that a program stores a date of birth, of a student using a variable that is my date of birth of type true. So my date of birth has been assigned a valid value corresponding to the Kevin date of birth. Complete the pseudocode statement to test whether Kevin was born on a Tuesday. So we must know about the date of birth, and you know about the indexes of the days. So you will use the day index, the day index, and you must take the parameter of is asking about my date of birth. So you must take my date of birth. Okay, ji, it's for 2 marks now. Saying that a function check date. A function has made it by the programmer. Function made will take 3 integer parameter representing a day, month, and the year of date. Is asking about date of birth. Function validate the date of birth of a student. That parameter pass it to it repeated. So for a date to be valid, a student must be at least 18 in 2020. A student must be 18 in 2020. So it's saying that 2 of the parameter values can be checked without reference to the third parameter. So, okay. So a month, whatever that you are having, that you are using, it should be between how many months total we are having. How many months we are having, beta? 12 months. Na? So values of month is between 1 till 12. And the years that you're having, so basically there are 18 years. Huh? So 20 minus 18, it's become 202. 2002. So values of the year is, and the one is thing is value of the year must be less than or equal to 2002. All clear, beta? At this point, any confusion? Taimur, Zia? Okay. Okay. So several values of the parameter. Okay, Zia, thank you. Values of the parameter representing the day can only be checked completely by referring to the value to the one parameter. Describe the check. Which type of check is asking about? So reference 2 things that we needed. A rest of 2 things that we needed, that month and day. So reference to month and day. So you must know about the day and clear description for a check. That the day number matches a relevant month. Okay, ji. So what about the next question? Is giving the program, and we're saying that a programmer has produced the following. So we go to the output. to the square root of the number. So from 1 till 10, declare num one real num that is 1.0. Repeat calling basically display square root number and num input number 1 until num 1. Then another procedure. So asking about the procedure is correctly converted into the program code. Okay, the function sqrt, the function as square root basically is a library function and contains no errors. Okay, contain no error. So then he's asking about the program code compiles without error, but the program gives unexpected result. Okay, so these are caused by a design error. Explain why the program gives unexpected result at some time whenever you are used to be. So the parameter or a number must be passed by the reference, or you can say that it should have been passed the value. Okay, so first of all, the first unexpected result is due to the parameter or or we can say that should have been passed by the value. Passed by the value. Next, you can say that the number that you are using, it should be modified. It should be modified in procedure. Let's suppose it you are displaying the square root, so the number is your number must be modified. So this number must be modified. Which number? Let's suppose that you are saying that in your procedure it will be, let's suppose, display, let's suppose sqrt square root, it must be modified in your procedure. And then let's suppose that you are having loops within that you are using where are you using the loop? This one loop that you are using. This loop, let's suppose, in which that you are using number, na? So number will be changed to the modified value. Okay? In loop, one of the reason you can write down over here next of this 2 marks, but we are writing one number for extra. So num will be, let's suppose, changed to the modified value. The modified value. Next is asking about explain why the compiler does not identify this error. Because the language not being broken, or we can say that no syntax error, so that's why इस तरह के error जो है ना वो पकड़ में फिर आते नहीं, ठीक है? You can say that no syntax error. Next is asking about describe how a typical IDE could be used to identify this error. So IDE means it's you can use line by line interpreter. Let's suppose you can use, okay. So whenever you will use the interpreter, so it will be break the program. It will be break the program, or we can say that breakpoint to stop the program at a certain line. Next, you can say that you can check line by line. What? Check line by line as a beginner working. Check error line by line. Okay. Or you must be for 3 marks now. So you must be say that whatever the value that you are using or a variable that you are using, it must be reported. Next is saying that the procedure is converted into the program code as a part of a larger program. Okay. During compilation, must be remember compilation, interpretation, assemblation. These are the different things. So compilation means the whole program to compile. A program statement generates an error. Okay. The program does not want to delete the complex statement, but want to change the statement so that is ignored by the compiler. So state how this may be achieved. So whenever this is a complex, so you must be means modify by using a comment. At this point, whenever you feel there is any difficulty, so change the statement into comments. Okay. So a customer collect points every time they make a purchases at a store. So program is used to manage the point system, and the table lists some of the information stored for the customer. So the customer's information stored for means this type of structure basically identifies to suitable structure. So this is the structure of record. इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं बेसिकली ये रिकॉर्ड होता है जिसके अंदर हम लोग क्या कर लेते हैं सारी डिटेल एक ही विद इन द वेरिएबल जो हम लोग लेट्स सपोज स्टोर कर लेते हैं इसके एडवांटेजेस क्या है कि आप सेट ऑफ डाटा रख सकते हो क्या रख सकते हो सेट ऑफ डाटा को डिफाइन कर सकते हो मतलब गाड़ी का कलर क्या है इंजन क्या है ठीक है एक ही गाड़ी के बारे में बात हो रही है उसकी सारी चीजों के बारे में आप जो है बता सकते हो ठीक है अ सेट ऑफ डाटा ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ठीक है जी एज वेल नेक्स्ट आप ये कह सकते हो बाय यूजिंग अ सिंगल आइडेंटिफायर बाय यूजिंग अ सिंगल आइडेंटिफायर ठीक है जी next is saying that describe a data structure that could be used to store the information for all the customers. So one type of data type variable that uses the number of values, it is basically an array. So it should be, let's suppose, one dimensional array. Which type of array? Of record. 1D array of records. Okay ji. So let's suppose he's asking about the things that are need to be we need to be just narrow down the things what he's asking about the customer receive points depending upon the amount of they spend. Okay, the number of points depend upon band that the amount of falls into. Okay, band one less than $10 and the points $5, 5 per whole dollar. Second is between 10 and 100 inclusive 7 per whole dollar. Next one is 3 that is over $100 10 per whole dollar. And then he's asking about for example कि अगर हमारे पास amount जो है इतनी हो गई है 99.7 दिस अमाउंट जो है वो बैंड 2 होगा ठीक है सो नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स जो है वो उसने बता दिया 7 into 99 विच इज कितने पॉइंट्स बन रहे हैं तो एल्गोरिथम जो भी पॉइंट आप यूज कर रहे हो कह रहा है अमाउंट ऑफ जो एक्सप्रेशन होगी उसका वर्ड वर्कआउट एंड अप्रोप्रिएट बैंड बताइए और कैलकुलेट करें आउटपुट जो नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स जो भी आपके पास तो अप्लाई द प्रोसेस ऑफ स्टेप वाइज री refinement to increase the detail of the algorithm structure your algorithm into a sequence of 5 steps ये कह रहा है एल्गोरिथम को 5 स्टेप्स के अंदर डिफाइन करेंगे ये कौन सा एल्गोरिथम होगा लेट्स सपोज जो आपको जो है लेट्स सपोज ब्रेक करके पॉइंट्स जो है बता रहा होगा इतने पॉइंट्स के ऊपर इतने पैड है अमाउंट है लेट्स सपोज एंड ऑल दैट ठीक है जी तो आप सबसे पहले भी आप ये बताएंगे कि आपके पास जो भी यूज कर रहे हैं आप लोग कांस्टेंट्स एंड वेरिएबल्स उनके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए सो द रेफरेंस टू यूज for the true threshold. Okay, so the total how many let's suppose that you are having it is just modifies as well at one point he told the examiner yes let's suppose 10 till 100 you must know about that the things huh? Values of 10 and 100 values of 10 and 100 next you can say that is asking about work out appropriate band huh? So for one band you must know about that so let's suppose you can say that work out one band that amount maps. After that, there are multiple points he's asking about. So you can say that work out all the bands that amount maps to. Work out all bands. So not just single band. You can say that work out all bands. Okay, all bands that amount maps to the same thing. Next, you can say that the value that you need to be the whole number or whatever in the detail. Let's suppose the process refinement to increase the trail algorithm structure the algorithm. Okay, so you must be know about that. the amount in a whole number. Whole number part of amount. Okay, ji. Next one thing, you must be calculate the amount. Calculate the points, because he's asking about the points you are must be multiplied by any round of something. The amount by appropriate value. Bands. And then last, you can say that output the number. Output the number of points. So this is a brief question in which we see the things. Next, saying about refer to the insert for the following list of the pseudocode function and operator. And a programmer has written program which include function calculate. When the program is run, the function returns the unexpected value. Describe how a typical ID could be used to help the debug the program to find the errors in the calculate. So there are a program. Let's suppose you can see that I will write down in short because things are going to be very. So the set breakpoints. Let's suppose in calculate. So the program pauses at specific line. Okay, it means points. So after that, you must be run the program line by line. Program line by line. Line by line, finger stepping, and exactly you can see that how is going on. Okay? And then you can say that inspect variables. While program is paused to check. Pause to check if the changes are expected. If the changes are expected. So we'll see that the flow of execution to see the statement run in what order means you will check it out. Flow of execution. Flow of execution to see statement order. Okay, to see the statement order how they are running. Then you can use let's suppose you can produce a warning to let's suppose if there is any error. If there is any error, so warning produced at the end, produced by IDE to identify syntax or logical error. Again, he's asking about the errors and the statements and all that. So we need to look carefully that how he's asking about. So saying that statement index str to num 27 plus 2. What is the error? Basically, error, if we are going to be defined, so we can say that number one, 27 is a string in a double quotation. Na? So this is a string that you're using, and 2 is a number, and 2 is a number. So you cannot perform arithmetic on this string, na? String and a number together. We cannot. You should have a number. You should have a number. So you have to be just changing into the order. Let's suppose you can say that str to num and take just a separate apart of it. Okay. So the conversation to a number str to num, it happens after the addition. After the addition. So that's why you cannot perform arithmetic on a string. On a string. Next is asking about index str to num mid and then some value and then 4 and it's 2. So basically this is basically sub starting returned by the mid is basically is not a numeric. Na? It's not a numeric. So you must look into it that the substring, let's suppose 1 2 3 4, this one, let's suppose the things can be converted to a number, let's suppose. So this is, let's suppose you can say that in which we don't have any error basically, in which this is a clear index str to num and then mid how many numbers that it means asking about to take from 4. Where is 4? We need to be mentioned 1 2 3 and 4. 4 is that 1 point. So how many characters you want to take? You want to take that is start from 1, that is 4th, and then 1. This is 17. 17 basically that you have to be picked from this one. So there is no error basically. This is look like that there is no sound any error. Next, if month this date greater than 6, then so basically returning an integer and this is being compared with a character or string, let's suppose. So integer cannot be compared to a string. The same things that we are talking about. So let's suppose if 6 is a string, so both sides of the comparison must be the same data type. Both sides of the string must be the same, in which you can say that you can replace this one with 6. You can replace this one with 6. Let's suppose you are saying that if month, so this date, then okay, so there is a month and let's suppose that you are saying that. So जो आप रिटर्न कर रहे होंगे बेटा एक इंटीजर को वो कंपेयर होना चाहिए, ठीक है, with the character string के साथ. So integer cannot be compared to a string. Same like that. Cannot be compare with the string. So this is also a very healthy question for students as well. So there are some questions and some remaining part of this, inshallah, we will consider next in the class. These all the questions. So if there is any query, you can ask.